Hello everyone and welcome back to the series. We're here for another sprint weekend in Silverstone. The cars are coming out in reverse grid order for the 3-lap race, and so starting on pole for the sprint but qualifying last for the main race is Bones here with a 2:15.3, 7.7 seconds behind the lead, and following him is Penn Striker, who will share the front row with Bones. These two are only separated by 2 points in the championship as well. Bones goes off there, the cars have to slow for him, but it's all good and they can continue on their way. And Burning must have had a spin because he should be starting in third for this race, qualifying not going the way he would have wanted, but he'll have a good opportunity in the sprint starting up in third position. Yet to finish a sprint race so far, because the first one that he competed in Whatch Raceway, he crashed. And up next is Apex, starting in fourth. Again, a great opportunity from a driver who's had mixed results so far this season. He has 33 points to his name and 10th in the standings. And then behind that is Avery, who also had a shocker of a qualifying compared to usual. But alas, there's an opportunity in the sprint, starting in 5th position. Our championship leader and the first driver ever in the series to break the 100-point barrier comes around Copse Corner. Blazin will be starting in 6th for the sprint. A decent starting position for both races for him. Blurry, who's in 3rd in the championship and definitely still a shout as we're crossing the halfway mark in the season, he starts in 7th for this race. And Arda Dodota follows in 8th, the winner of our last sprint in Spa from quite a far way back on the grid. So it's all to play for these faster drivers at the back of the field. Miko in 9th, yet to win a race in either the sprint or the main race format, but he does have the most podiums of anyone, very consistent, and 4th in the standings. Following him is Greenius, a relatively new driver to the series, and will be starting their first sprint in the series from 10th position, qualifying well for the main race. And our rookie for the race, Sunyi, has put in an amazing qualifying performance and come up 2nd, just 4 tenths behind the qualifying beast that is Oscar, who claims another pole. Sunyi will be definitely one to watch. He's very fast and has made an explosive opening, but he'll be starting 11th for the sprint race due to the reverse grid. And Oscar will be bringing up the rear of the field, top of the lot in qualifying once again for Oscar. He'll be starting the main race from the front, but this race from the back. His main goal will be to get past Blazin, who is the only driver ahead of him in the championship, as the cars find their grid slots and await the start of the race. There seems to be some slight confusion on which side some of the drivers are lining up, but they all seem to have made it into the correct positions. Burning and Apex here on the 2nd row. Great opportunities for both of them, who are a bit lower in the standings. Sunny lines up and Oscar comes around in 12th position. And we're ready and set to go 3 laps around the iconic Silverstone track. The race will begin in 3 beeps time. And off we go for the Silverstone sprint race, and it's a good start from Penn Striker. He's up into the lead. Bones will try to fight that around the outside, which will become the inside, and he gets back ahead. Avery up 2 positions in 3rd position now as the drivers come towards Village. Penn Striker up the inside, but Bones will keep the lead as we head through. Oh, and there's contact, and Greenius is upside down. He's been flipped over, and there's more contact with Oscar, who has lost his front wing, and Apex there also out, and immediately a red flag because there are cars blocking the track. A dramatic start to this race. We've lost 2 cars already, so let's have a look at what happened. So we're on board with Apex, who is coming into Village. Lost a few positions off a start, maybe perhaps pushing a bit too hard, and has a bit of wheel spin, spins around, and Greenius goes clobbering over the car. Well, with Greenius now, who's been taken out twice at the very start of the races, and Apex is just going to spin into his path. There's not much he can do, and around he goes. The camera footage actually paused there due to damage to the camera, and here's another angle of it from behind. A very violent accident for the low speeds, and the domino effect meant that Miko got caught behind, who then made contact with Oscar, but that'll all be resolved in the red flag order. Unfortunate for both Greenius and Apex, who were hoping to score points today. Greenius starting a bit further back, but Apex starting from 4th and already all the way down to the bottom. And we're here again for the 2nd restart in 3 beeps time. Bones is able to get away slightly better this time, and Penstriker doesn't take the lead immediately, but Avery has had an amazing launch once again, and he goes for the lead, and he's in the lead, but Bones again will have that inside through the corner, and there's contact, and Avery spins out of the race, and he'll go right around. Everyone manages to avoid him, and Bones now has a massive lead heading into Village as the cars make their way around. We're clean so far through that section that had the red flag earlier. Oh, and Bones is spun, Bones is off, and Burning also in the background, they're spinning, and they'll drop right to the back of the order, and there's contact. Bones getting his front wing shaved off as Avery comes around recovering from that contact. There's a good chance he'll have suspension damage from that incident, but that means that Ido Dodota is leading the race. Penstriker manages to keep second place in all that. Oh no, he won't, he spins. Blurry, Miko, and Oscar all heading through past Penstriker, who manages to recollect himself and get back on the track. Also Blazin getting by, Sunny now close behind, who's up into 7th after starting in 11th. Oscar up into 3rd from the very back of the grid as Bones comes around following the pack. He'll be able to pit and fix that damage, but he won't be getting much further in this race. As Sunny trying to get the move done on Penstriker. Through cops we go, and he isn't close enough. He'll go wide with that line that he took, and he'll slot in behind Penstriker. Ido Dodota leading the sprint. He won the sprint last time in Spa, and if he wins this one, he'll be the first repeat winner of a sprint. Oh, and Penstriker spears off, and that's him into the grass, and it looks like he might not be able to get out of that one as he revs his car. And so that's unfortunate for Penstriker starting on the front row, but already out on the race, and he'll end up 10th at the end of the race. And Oscar gets past Blurry there, up into 2nd from last on the grid. He will definitely be eyeing off a victory in this one as we start the final lap, because we lost a lap due to the red flag. So it'll be a bit of a last lap shootout to these. Oh, Blurry goes off. Blurry off into the grass, and Miko also went a bit deep there, but he's able to get back on track, and he will go around the outside through the club corners, the last 2 corners on the track, and he'll come out in 4th position. Ido and Oscar building a bit of a gap to the other drivers. And oh, that won't matter because Ido spins. Oh, and Oscar collects him. And they're both out. Both of the cars at the front out of the race. Oscar spins out into the gravel, and he'll try to get his car going. But that's the end of the road. Ido also with damage falling down now to 5th. And that means that Miko inherits the lead for another twist in the tail. And the driver with oh so many podiums might get his first sprint win here in Silverstone, but he'll have to hold off Blazin, who finds himself in 2nd again. And we jump on board with Sunny, who's right behind Blurry in 4th position, trying to get a podium on debut in the series, coming right from the back of the grid as they go through Brooklyn and Luffield. No way by for Sunny yet, and there's a bit of a wobble from Miko and a spin from Blurry, so Sunny will go up into the podium positions. Blurry dropping down to 4th in what had been so far a very impressive sprint, and Miko retains the lead heading into Cop's corner. Blazing right on his tail all the way through. Miko is able to keep it for now, and it's hard to overtake through the Maggots and Beckett section, but the last part of a lap there will definitely be an opportunity if Blazin can keep close. The top 3 separated by only a few car lengths here as they head through Maggots and Beckett's. And now it's Sunny putting pressure on Blazin. Through Chapel and down the hangar straight we go. Sunny will get a healthy dose of slipstream from the Navy car of Blazin, who seems to be on an angle but is driving okay, so that might be a visual glitch. And Sunny will try around the outside of Stowe Corner but isn't able to get the move done, but he has a good exit from the corner. We're heading into the last final chicane. Miko, however, is clear of both of them, and he'll take it easy around the last couple of corners. A lock up from Blazin, but he appears to stay ahead of Sunny, and it'll be the first win in the series for Miko, and a much deserved one. From 9th on the grid, Miko will win the Silverstone sprint. Blazin will come home 2nd for a decent haul of points, and a podium on debut for Sunny. An amazing drive from him. Blurry put up a valiant fight and had 3rd for a bit, but in the end a mistake cost him the podium, but still a decent race. And then Burning will come home in 5th after spinning at the start. That was his hopes done. And the 2 that made contact at the start of this race, the second restart in fact, Bones and Avery will come around. Bones staying ahead of Avery through all of that at the back of the grid. He'll come home for 6th position, and Avery will get 7th. Not the races that these 2 wanted, but still points in the end. and Ido will also receive a point in 8th. Well then, Mikko wins this one, getting 8 points for the sprint victory. He'll still want that main race victory, that's much more meaningful, but this is a great place to start. Blazon gets second again, extending that championship lead from Oscar, who won't score from this. Sundy opening his account with 6 points, and then Blurry getting 5 points to his name. Burning Bones, Avery, they didn't have the races that they wanted, and then Ido obviously didn't even finish. He was taken out of the race with 58 points to his name now, and Oscar behind him getting 9th, so no points for all of these 4 drivers. Penstriker also having an unfortunate race. Greenius and Apex having their collision at the start of the race, putting them out of contention from the very start. Not much movement at the top of the standings. Blazon, Oscar, Blurry, Mikko, Ido, and Seth all keeping their positions. Obviously Seth not even racing in the series anymore, but he still keeps his spot in 6th. Bones just pips Penstriker by 1 point, putting him on 51, and Penstriker on 50, who drops down a spot in the standings. The bottom of the table having even less movement. Only 3 of those drivers there actually raced in the event, the top 3, and they didn't change positions at all. Greenius and Sunny is still off the page. Hopefully they'll break back onto it soon enough. They both seem to have plenty pace to get the results that they need. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It was definitely one of the better sprints that we've had. Plenty of chaos and entertainment, and great racing from all the drivers. The race will be coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming races. And until then, I'll see you next time.